Morning to you. Welcome to another edition of the Art Lewis Show. Later on after the 10 o'clock news, the CEO of United Way of Bay County will be joining us. She is Nicole Luchak. Going to talk about, among other things, food deserts. And at 11 o'clock this morning, Community Village will be the subject of focus. But for this hour, open phones at 989-752-6111, whatever you'd like to chat about. Give us a call, and I think Jonathan will be joining us, too, for a little while. I want to talk about the FIFA World Cup just for a minute. As you probably know by now, even if you didn't watch or didn't follow it, the U.S. lost to Belgium 4-1 yesterday, sending the U.S. home, although they are home because it was in Seattle, and Belgium off to the quarterfinals. This followed, of course, quite a bit of controversy with a red card being issued to one of our players, Balogun, and probably one of the best players on the team. And then the reversal of that by the FIFA group, saying that they would suspend that for a year. Because if you get a red card, not only are you out of the game you're playing in, but your team loses a member and they play with 10 instead of 11. But you also are restricted from playing in the next game. So the reversal, which allowed for the suspension, allowed Balogun to play for the U.S. yesterday, but to no avail. And Belgium, after beating the U.S., kind of twisted and turned it in a little bit with a remark online after the win, because there was a lot of controversy about the FIFA group overturning the red card. So Belgium wins 4-1, and what you find on their X site, in 2 words, overturn this, meaning the victory. So, I mean, hats off to Belgium. They outplayed the U.S. I watched the game last night, and I don't know why, but I've watched several World Cup games.
I wish I watched more.
I'm not a soccer aficionado, and the game actually can be quite boring. It's like, 89 minutes of boredom and 1 minute of, ooh, look at that.
Yeah, yep.
But I found it interesting, so I did watch, and I think the U.S. can hold their heads high. They did all right. They didn't make it beyond this round, but overall they played pretty well. They actually won where people didn't expect them to win. So what are you going to do? Best thing about it was that the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, North America, got to host the World Cups, because it is a big thing, folks. We sit here in our home country, when we think of football, we think of the NFL,
Yeah.
The rest of the world thinks of football as soccer, and it is passionate around the world.
It's a huge deal.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
You think sports rivalries are big in our sports. Nothing compared to what they've got.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So, anyway, it continues on. They've got the quarterfinals, the semis, and the finals, of course. And the United States is still a focus, because a lot of the games we've played here, so, including the final game. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. Lines open this morning at 989-752-6111, and Carl is with us this morning. Carl, good morning.
Good morning, Art, Jonathan. Art, we went to the fireworks in Saginaw Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
I did not see you there. I did see the sheriffs on the horses, but I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I was down by the barricades at Hamilton and Court.
Oh, okay. We were very disappointed in the fireworks display. We were expecting something special for the 250th, and to me, it seemed like a smaller display than what we saw last year. When the show was over, everybody around us was looking at each other going, wait, is that it?
Yeah.
Are they done?
What I saw, and I saw probably 3/4 of it, I would have to agree. There were a couple of things. That was the first one that I thought the fireworks display itself was less than what the 250th might have deserved. And the other thing that disappointed me was some of the rowdiness on the streets at Hamilton and Court. A number of fights broke out, and young people running up and down the street. They weren't there to watch the fireworks. It was party time.
Well, yeah, that happens.
And it does.
That happens.
It does. It does. And I tell you what, hats off. Hats off to the not only my group, the Sheriff's Department, but the city police and the state police and others that came in handled it very well.
When it comes to the fireworks, though, it costs money.
Lots of money.
And it's a matter of where's that money coming from if we're going to honor the 250th properly.
But you plan for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you plan for it. So I don't know, and I understand. I haven't got official word, but I understand that there are changes in the fireworks committee. Some folks have decided to leave the ship, so to speak.
Maybe it's time for a new company, the one that shoots them off. Maybe it's time to mix it up a little bit or something. In the past, Art, like a year ago, at the end of the fireworks, people were screaming and clapping and whistling.
Here you
said at the end of the finale. 2 nights ago, people were standing there. Wait, is that it?
Yep.
Is it over? That's it?
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you. I had mentioned it to somebody yesterday. I was talking to somebody who had been involved in fireworks for years, and I said that I thought that it was disappointing. It was a 25-minute show. It was not anything special. And
no.
Well, and the other thing too. At the same time, it's very unusual that the 4th lands on a Saturday like it did this year, because that put us in direct competition with Bay City, who has a huge fireworks, does both sides of the river, and has really grown into a spectacular show. So a lot of folks migrated up that way, and we would have had more coming down too. I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it seemed like the crowds were not that big.
I didn't think so either. One of the officers I worked with said he thought it was the same, but I didn't sense this crowd was huge like I expected.
Well, we had rain. There had been rain, at 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So some people are probably nervous about that, but it just we were looking forward to it, and we were just really disappointed.
Well, wait till next year.
Yeah. There's always next year.
Always next year, Carl. All right, buddy. Got to run. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Take care. Bye-bye now.
I was up in Au Gres for the 4th at a friends and family fireworks display. Just some friends of ours that go all out, and it was nice to be right there. But something that blows me away, and I've been up there at a family cabin before, is you look up and down the beach and you can just see all these different fireworks displays going off.
All going off along
the
beach.
You can see across to the thumb, and I think we were looking at the Caseville fireworks because we could see them all the way across the bay, and it's really cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat to do. Pretty neat. Anyway, they're done. So is the U.S. soccer team. So on we move.
Yep.
Anyhow, lines open 989-752-6111. We'll take a break, come back. Let me talk about potholes for a moment. There are enough of them out there, and every time you hit one, you run the risk of damaging the alignment on your car. And our friends at Quick Lane Freeland realize this, so they are offering you a complimentary alignment check. That's right, complimentary. Just stop in Quick Lane Freeland and say, I'd like that complimentary alignment check, and they'll do it for you. Remember, it's part of the McDonald Ford complex in Freeland, And after they've done your examination of your alignment, they'll give you a report and tell you if everything's okay or not. And if one of the things they find is tires, remember this, they sell all their new tires for just $5 over cost at Quick Lane Freeland. And if you want to know what alignment does to your car, I've asked John from Quick Lane Freeland to talk about it.
If your vehicle's wheels are aligned correctly, it will not pull to the left or to the right when driving. It also prevents improper tread wear, so your tires last longer. A wheel alignment should be checked often because normal steering wear and tear can cause your alignment to go out in addition to potholes and railroad crossings. A correct alignment also reduces rolling resistance on your tires for better fuel mileage.
And, of course, better safety. Quick Lane Freeland offering you a complimentary alignment check. Stop in today. They're on the McDonald Ford property. Those two names, McDonald Ford and Quick Lane Freeland, stand ready to help you with all your automotive needs in 2026.
Progressive presents Here.
Hi, we're back with you here on WSGW. Well, the NCAA is back at it again. Not my favorite organization.
I mean,
Thought I'd mention
they
that.
don't do themselves many favors.
Now, the president this time of the NCAA says he hopes to dramatically limit prop betting. You know what prop betting is?
I don't.
I had to look
Not
it
a
up.
gambler.
It's a proposition or prop bet that involves placing a wager on an individual player or event that isn't necessarily tied to the final outcome of the game.
Oh.
For example, a bet could involve the number of passing yards or points scored by an individual player during a game, or a wager on a team, like which team will score first.
So specific events. So and so is going to get so many assists.
Yeah, right. And NCAA, you got more to worry about than that.
Yeah.
I have spoken in the past about my dislike, not of NIL, because I do believe players that provide huge incomes for universities deserve to be compensated, have a piece of it. I blame the portal, though, for a lack of loyalty to universities anymore. So while I'm a fan of the NIL, I am not a fan of the portal process. Nor would I be a fan, but nothing I can do about it now, that cat's out of the bag, of betting on these college sports the way it's become. So, gee, Mr. NCAA president, thanks for bringing it up, but
Well,
you're not going to have any say in it.
it comes from a good place, though. I'm looking. Did you see the reasoning behind it? Because the athletes are taking all kinds of abuse from fans saying, you need to do better because I'm betting on you.
Or you need to do worse.
Or you need to do worse, yeah.
Yeah. No, I did read that. Nearly 750 instances of sports betting-related abuse
Really?
and match-fixing allegations were identified in a 2025 study.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, the NCAA began a campaign in 2023, according to this story, advocating for increasing regulations on sports betting to protect student athletes after a slew of state laws have legalized practice. And, that's the other thing. The NCAA's hands are tied here. I mean, what can they do?
Mm-hmm.
Sports betting is legal. It's legal here in Michigan, for example. And anytime you have a legal activity that promises reward, you're going to have people abuse it
Yep.
and misuse it. It's the way it is. There's no two ways about it. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast anymore, unfortunately. And I guess I'm so biased against the NCAA that maybe I'm not giving them enough credit here for trying to do something, and more power to them. I have never had a lot of faith in the NCAA and the way they set their rules and how they enforce their rules. And
They're such a big governing body. And there's so many nuances a lot of times to these athletics that, yeah, they've got their own oversight, but it's all under one umbrella, under the NCAA. So setting these rules can be,
that's it.
Making big, wide-sweeping judgments has big effects.
One of the nice things that happened, though, that the NCAA really had to yield on when the NIL and the portal went into place, they lifted the ban on Ontario Hockey League players going to American universities after their stint in the OHL and playing hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Because they felt at the time, and at the time I have to admit I understood their logic of it. They felt these players were professionals, even though it's a developmental league. By NCAA standards, they were being paid. They receive their housing, food, they get a stipend, they have agents, everything about it is professional. So I understood it, but I didn't like it because they could go to Canada, and Canada had no such restrictions.
Yeah.
And after the NIL and portal came along, the NCAA finally lifted that ban. So American hockey players can play in American universities now, and we've had a couple pledged.
Mm-hmm.
Klepov pledged to
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Yep.
It will be interesting, now that he's been drafted, to see if his team sends him back to Saginaw for development as opposed to university. And I suspect that's what will happen.
Yeah. If he comes to Saginaw, the Anaheim Ducks can sign him. He can't. If he gets signed by the NHL team, the Ducks, he can't go to play hockey at Michigan State.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, I suspect that we will probably see him back for a year.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be very nice. Very nice. Did some good drafting this year. Spirit are going to look good.
Yeah.
Going to look really good.
Yep.
So.
One effect of that, though, is it's still kind of uncertain and shaky, but it seems like the league is getting younger because guys get to that post-draft year.
We're getting drafted at 18 and 19 and signed and sent off to the minors.
Or they didn't get drafted, and it's like, okay, I might as well go to college then.
Or yeah, exactly. Yeah. They played at university. So I just I am glad to see that our young men can choose to play at American universities if they want. So that was the whole crux to that. Pulled an article down which I didn't want to look at. It's an article about a major storm developing that may come our way.
Oh boy.
A torrential storm could pound 8 states tomorrow, according to the National Weather Service. And they're all in the Midwest here, upper Midwest. And it's supposed to start in Minnesota, pass through Wisconsin, southern Minnesota, Iowa. And, when those storms hit those places, we're going to get some of it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to watch and see. The worst of it does appear to stop at the Wisconsin border with Lake Michigan, but there is lesser of it that will continue on into Michigan, according to this map I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a screwy weather year. It's been different.
Yeah,
Really different.
and I'm looking at the National Weather Service outlook for our area, and I'm not seeing anything except some shower activity Thursday into Friday.
Yeah, it may take that long for the storm to get here, I guess.
And who knows what'll
How much?
happen when things hit and change by then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. Lines are open for you, whatever you want to chat about. 989-752-6111, and we will be back.
Service. It's hard to find.
All right, we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show, along with Jonathan Dent. And back to our phones. Alvin is in Saginaw. Alvin, good morning.
Hey, how are you today, man?
Hey, I'm doing well, brother. How you doing?
I'm great. Hey, I just found out that you're being inducted into the Saginaw Youth Organization Hall of Fame. I just wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you.
How many more awards can you handle?
You know what? I found out I had no idea it was the Hall of Fame. First of all, and it's a new thing they started last year. And what they're doing, I think, is honoring a whole group of folks that participated in the early '80s. And
Yeah.
the other part of it, though, the part that I had to tell them was I won't be there.
Well, you're busy,
I have to go out of town, but my son Blair is going to accept for us, and that's how I found out it was a Hall of Fame thing, because I was under the impression it was just a plaque that thank you for your service and all that stuff. But
no.
he told me no, yeah. Well,
that's great, man. That's exciting.
Alvin
That's
was
awesome.
Alvin was involved in drum corps with my sons back in
okay.
the day in the '80s, and my wife worked in the kitchen on the road a lot and did other things for them. I was one of the bus drivers, and I was on the board for a while. And there were a whole bunch of families involved, all volunteers, and pretty amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
it was great.
That's all I wanted to say. I'm happy that they acknowledge you.
Are you?
I did vote for you.
Well, thank you. Did you? Are you planning to go to Loggers on
I
Sunday?
think I'm gonna go.
Saturday.
I had a pre-engagement thing that fell through, so I'm gonna go. And it'll be good to talk to Blair. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he'll be up.
Awesome. Yeah, well, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Alvin. Take care, buddy.
All right.
Bye now.
Bye.
Let's talk to Dwayne in Reese. Dwayne, good morning.
Morning. Is WCW still having signal problems?
As
On
far
the
as
FM.
on the FM,
We had the
yes.
FM. Yeah, we're
Sunday
waiting.
night,
Waiting
a
for
quarter
parts.
after 9, I lost signal on AM and F both sides for about an hour.
Really?
That might not have been.
I
That
was
might have.
listening to American Stories for about the first 15 minutes. Then the radio went kind of silent for that station. I was on AM side, so tried FM side, did the same thing. There was nothing there.
That might have been their feed, not ours.
Yep.
That's possible. That's possible. Have to
And you
look. But
talked
sorry
about
about
the
that.
people in Saginaw fireworks. Well, Bay City took the toll off the bridges
Yeah,
Saturday night. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
nice of them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wish it was permanent.
That's sort of what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh well, listen. Good
How
news
about
and
the
bad news.
fireworks And losing the signal Sunday night. So.
Yeah. Well, sorry about that.
Well, okay.
All right.
Good.
We are working on it, though. That the technical side of the FM is being worked on. They're waiting for parts.
Well, I know, but I lost both of them Sunday night.
Yeah,
AM
that
and F.
when that happens, it can be the way the feed is sent to us and presented.
Yeah.
So-
From the network.
From the network. So sometimes
Okay.
that's out of our control.
Yeah.
All righty.
Okay.
Dwayne,
Thank you.
thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Bye bye now. Yeah, it's the FM transmitter has had issues.
Mm-hmm.
It has an illness, and Dr. Justin is working on it. Try and get it resolved as quickly as possible. Sometimes when you lose something like parts and you lose a circuit or something and you need to replace it, it can be a time-consuming process to get
Yeah.
another one. So anyway, that's the story, and we're sticking to it. So, but we are thankful that we have both ways to listen, the AM and the FM.
And the online stream.
And the online stream. That's right. Yeah, the online stream is always there. So there you go. All right, let's take a break. Lines open 989-752-6111.
Campaign season is funny.
All right, we're back with you. Had a caller waiting, but they're gone. They've disappeared. Just to bring this up because it's out there. An update on Iran. They have fired a couple of missiles on tankers in the Straits of Hormuz. And, you know, are we ever going to be able to trust them?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Which is why any deal needs to have safeguards in place to ensure that they're keeping up their end, and they don't want those safeguards in place because they don't have any intention on keeping up their end.
No. And it's, you know, here's the catch-22 about all of this. We've invested a ton of money, given up lives.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just walk away? Or do you finish the job?
Yeah.
It's a tough question.
It is. There's no good answer either. That's the trouble.
That's the trouble. You're dealing with people you can't trust to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, where does it go from here? You know, that's Trump issued some ultimatums to them, you know, the old don't cross the line thing, which they've done many times.
Mm-hmm.
And they say they've done this as a response to his threats. Well,
taking action in response to threats is not not
may
wise.
Not be the smartest thing
No.
that you can do. And along the same lines, and this one just, I scratch my head. The Pentagon has ramped up planning for possible military ops in Cuba. Now, I have said for decades that we had a screwed up policy with Cuba because unilateral boycotts and sanctions do nothing.
No.
Do nothing at all. Because how can you sit here and say, look at what our sanctions doing when it's done nothing to change anything in Cuba? It's been around for 60 years. And if you want a Cuban cigar, go to Canada. You know, I mean,
well,
they're all over the place. It's.
I don't know that it's done nothing to Cuba. I think we could have done a lot more for Cuba if we
did nothing.
Got involved.
Well, if we sat down and negotiated with them, and you know, because the potential there for the United States is huge. Construction, automobiles, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that little island that's 90 miles off our coast. I just think we've handled it wrong all these years.
Yeah, I can.
And that's just my view of it.
I see that.
Let's talk to Cam in Freeland. Cam, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. Brought up the Iran thing, and I had to call in. I've said for as long as things have settled down that it seems like Trump has backed off to try to get through the midterms, get prices down, get through the midterms, and then the day after the midterms, maybe we go back in and finish cleaning out the rat's nest. Because to me, if there's even one mullah left alive, if women in Iran can't have the kind of life they had in 1975 and 76 before the Shah was cast out,
right.
It seems like a loss if anything less than that happens.
Yeah, well, I think, I mean, if we walk away from it and the leadership is still the leadership, and the Iranian armed forces are in control, we haven't gained anything.
Nope, we haven't gained a thing. We've kicked the can down the road, and we'll have to clean out the rat's nest again when it becomes more favorable for them to start trying to build a nuclear weapon. And we know that if they get one, they'll use it. There's no question about that.
No question about that. I think I agree with you there.
But I think you're right, Cam, that the midterms hanging over Trump's head are kind of holding him back a little bit on any actual action moving up here, trying to turn down the temperature at least a little bit leading up to that.
That's certainly
I've
possible.
become convinced that's why he backed off the way he did, and the day after the midterms, look for him to go in there and finish the job. And like I said, if they don't get absolutely all of the mullahs, it just feels like a loss if we don't do that. So,
Well,
But
unfortunately, that's true.
yeah. Regarding the Saginaw fireworks, prices are up, so that means you got to buy less fireworks. But less fireworks means less smoke, and it means Donald Trump has done something to improve air quality, and he should get credit for that, right? I mean, if they can complain about Washington, D.C.'s air quality because of fireworks, well, we had less fireworks, better air quality. Donald Trump, thank you for
There we go.
improving the environment.
Very clever, Cam. Very
There's a lot
clever.
of spin on that
All right.
one.
See you later, guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
I'll have to ponder that now.
Yeah,
Let's see.
yeah.
Credit for less smoke. Oh, well. I'd have to laugh at that.
But you do see these drone shows going on now for stuff like
did you
this.
see
Those
the
are
one
cool.
that put the eagle up?
Yeah.
There's a photo of the one with the eagle. Hundreds of drones.
I think those are neat.
Yeah, they are neat.
They're not fireworks, though.
No.
I'd still like fireworks.
Well, yeah, I'd like a combination.
Yep.
You know, I'd like a big fireworks show with that big eagle was great.
And you see like the drone footage of flying around fireworks and through a fireworks show, because you can fly a $50 drone through a fireworks show and not care if it gets blown up. But
yeah, some people are pretty reckless with them.
yeah.
A drone hit the bottom of a landing Delta airliner the other day.
Really? I didn't hear that.
It was 200 feet off the ground.
Wow. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, not a drone. Fireworks.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Neither are good, but that's really not
neither
good.
are good, but that wasn't good either. So you just got to be careful. You got to use your heads. I mean, you know, where are these people? Sometimes you just, well, anyway. We'll take our last break, and then we'll be back to close out this hour of the Art Lewis Show, and we'll tell you what's ahead.
We're proud to make
Have you been to the new RocketGrabPlus.com webpage yet? We've got a cool new layout, but the deals are still hot. Great offerings to local businesses that will save you money. Deals to places like Frankenmuth Aerial.
Paul Luchek, she is the CEO of United Way of Bay County. We're going to talk about food deserts. It follows the news from ABC, the local report with Michael Percha, and we'll be back.
Broadcasting from the